Hello and welcome. We are Incipient Link, developers of law enforcement mobile apps. Let's take a closer look. Okay, here's what we're going to talk about in this video today. First of all, who we are, what our application focus is, our O2D flagship app, what our application development process is, what our marketing strategy is, how we interact, and finally, how you can get started. Okay, who are we? Well, again, we are a mobile app developer. Our company history is pretty simple. We're located in San Jose, California, been in business a couple of years, and we've studied the industry exhaustively, and we think that we have the key to developing the most important and critical officer assist law enforcement mobile apps. Our mission is simple. We want to develop and produce the excellent, finest law enforcement mobile apps for the industry, and our primary goal is that we want to be recognized as the authority on this subject and the ones to beat in the industry. Our design focus, again, pretty straightforward. We want to use the highest quality, best practices for programming, developing, and testing our apps. And our 2015 operating plan is, again, pretty straightforward. We want to do what it takes to start introducing our flagship app to PDs starting in San Jose and expanding out throughout California and beyond. Here's our app focus. Again, it's officer driver assist, okay? This is extremely important. There's a lot of apps out there, that do tip documentation and, street mapping and things of that nature, but not very much that actually helps keep an officer safe, and, make essentially great strides forward in improving relationships with the community. We're talking about the latest app techs and advanced productivity. Finally, this impacts costs and efficiency, and it produces ultimately an expanded product line that will go way beyond what we're talking about in terms of our first generation. Finally, we're talking about competitive pricing. We recognize that the finest app in the world is useless to a PD unless they can afford it. So we recognize this is important, and we want to make sure that you know that this is something that we get, okay? Okay, let's look at O2D, Officer to Driver app. This is our flagship product. It provides cell phone interaction between the officer and the driver. It allows the driver to be engaged by the officer such that the officer assist takes place before he exits his vehicle. That maximizes safety and certainly reduces cost. Finally, it improves relations with the community. Let's look at the family of future versions. Again, this is just the first of many. It's what we call the GPS assist version of O2D. This enhanced version of O2D will provide for onboard GPS location assistance for officers in the field, providing GPS street map location for I'm not going to read these off, but essentially it's every critical situation where an officer needs to interdict, okay? Let's look at the O2 app development focus, because how an app is developed and the quality within it is a focus, because that's critical to doing the absolute best job that we can. We utilize programming techniques that support the most used OS, and that's either Android or Apple. We use best practices design methodology, definitely exhaustive testing, which produces high availability, and long-term usage compatibility. And what that means is our apps will be running years from now, even though cell phone technology might be expanded. Not going to read these off, but just take a minute to read these, okay? Our mobile app design toolkit involves real-world software engineering, definitely driven by object-oriented design, high-quality testing, and all the Object-C language elements that go with it. Okay, let's look at the O2D testing practices because this is critical. Testing an app before it's delivered is absolutely critical to the overall quality that we're striving for. Okay? First of all, thorough program testing goes without saying. Okay? Tech assist system test. What that means is that we use technology to automatically generate test cases that perform the system test itself. Finally, in the field beta testing, this is real world testing with officers using the app in the field. Finally, exhaustive download and launch testing so we make sure that we're delivering something that can be downloaded and used. Okay, just real quick, let's take a look at our mobile app marketing plan. Not going to go through this in detail, but we just want to make sure that you know that we have this all thought out, especially involving the interaction with your PD. Here's how we interact with PDs, okay? It's important for you to know this. First of all, we begin a dialogue with the PD. We meet to present, discuss, and establish goals. We conduct ride-alongs, then we design a testing schedule, we deliver the trial O2D apps, and we execute an extended test. Then we either retest or review the results and hopefully decide to move forward. Okay, here's how to get started. First of all, give us a call or request a quote from our online website. Request to open a dialogue. That's basically where we just sit down and get acquainted. We'll meet and present and discuss and establish goals. Then, assuming that you want to proceed with the test, we'll assign responsibilities, define a testing schedule, and then actually make a decision to act, okay? Well, that's it. From all of us here at Incipient Link, thanks for your time. Give us a call. We'd love to talk with you. Take care and make it a great day.